One of the first things that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. did as the Director of Health and Human Services, which of course oversees the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, was he completely got rid of 700 grants totaling $11 billion for states all across the country. Now, these were COVID-era grants. They originated from programs that started under COVID, which Kennedy thinks, you just get a little sick for a day and you'll get over it. You don't need a vaccine. So he hates anything that has to do with smart decisions regarding COVID. So he cuts all these programs, and this is devastating for states all over the country because these grants were not for just COVID. They actually helped build hospitals. They helped build health clinics. They propped up the health infrastructure in red states and blue states alike. And most of the money had not been even sent out yet. So these states, red and blue alike, were waiting for billions of dollars. And Kennedy came in with Donald Trump's blessing and killed it all. And then blue states, a lot of them, more than a dozen, banded together and they said, you know what? We're going to sue. You can't just cut this money that was allocated to us. That's illegal. So we're all suing. The blue states sued. The red states said, no, we can't go against Daddy Trump. Oh, God, no. And now do you know what's happened? The blue states have gotten almost all of their funding back. The red states have not gotten any back. The red states, because they refused to stand up to Donald Trump and stand up for their citizens, the literal health of their citizens, they lost everything. Blue states got it all back. All they had to do was sue. And these lawsuits, again, this decision to cut the programs came in March. We're now at the beginning of September. These lawsuits were in and out so quick that judges were like, no, this is bullcrap. You can't cut this. Done. And so CDC said, all right, we'll give you your money back. They're not even challenging it. They're not appealing it because they know they won't win. And even with these blue states racking up the victories that began in early summer and continue to this day, the red states, seeing that they could do this, are now consciously making the decision to not do it. And they're just going to live with the cuts. They will lose health clinics. They will lose doctors. They will lose hospital. They will lose money to keep their own citizenry safe from pandemics, from epidemics, from pollution, from whatever. They're willing to lose it so that they don't have to make Donald Trump mad. They are going to cause their own citizens to die from easily preventable disease just so they don't stand up to Trump. I live in a red state, so I'm particularly pissed off about this. But I also am not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Republican supporter. So to me, this is predictable. This is what happens. This is what you get from Republicans. But the Republicans in these states, whether it's Florida, Texas, Alabama, whoever, y'all need to understand that your own leadership in that state, the people you go to the polls and vote for every time, they basically just said, we're okay if you die if we don't have to stand up to Trump. Okay, we don't want to do that. We're fine with your funeral. Oh, so sorry, thoughts and prayers. But, we don't want to piss off the big guy. Let me put it to you this way. When the cuts first came out, the states that were the hardest hit were California, Illinois, Massachusetts, and of course the District of Columbia. So 4 areas, 3 states, 1, district, all blue. All areas that voted for Democrats. They were going to get hurt the most. But now, after the funding was restored, the 5 states suffering the most are Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ohio. Sorry, that's the 4 states. So yeah, kind of switched it up on you there. But that's what you get. That's what you get with Republican leadership. They would rather see you die of a preventable disease than ever even come close to making Donald Trump unhappy. You're expendable to them. You're a statistic. Keep that in mind next time you guys go and vote. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.